Steelers taking on the Denver Broncos. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's Nix to throw right away. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now it's Nix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Used to have coaches tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Here's Nix. Complete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Garcia. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Another run with McAllister. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Throwing now is Rodgers. They'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he'll get this out to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Rodgers wants to change the look. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Running right, here's McAllister. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
88.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Hey, Sean, let's go! Captain.
Nix to the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw, here's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. We're scoreless after one.
Brings up third down.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football, as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard.
Ice 44. Oh, my son!
Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And shooting the tackle, and now some room. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on them to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. It rips off a nice run there.
To throw is Nix. He finds his man complete. It's Chavez. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Bombers. Oh, my son! Oh, let's go.
Off the play fake. Nix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Steelers' 8-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it.
Oh, my son! Go. Hey! Captain. 6. To the right, yeah. Away. Bombers.
And they just did not get the snap away in time. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Away. Ready. My name is Hutch. Go.
Throwing Nix. And this will complete again to Mims. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready. Behind. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay.
Nix to throw again. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Both teams kind of feeling each other out here, and now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit. And then now you can see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Kind of pick themselves up from that one. Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4. On the give, it's Warren. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
41-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Rodgers going to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
And the Steelers are steady. 1st and 10 at the 40.
That completes it again to Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. With a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Up the middle they go with McAllister. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they take a knee. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf from 4 yards out. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Captain.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready. Ole. Bombers. Captain. Hey, show, let's go. Ole. Joe.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. That is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Calvin Austin, 72 yards. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. 14, Broncos 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Captain. Away. Joe. Away. Bombers. Captain.
Nix from the shotgun. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Hold on, set. Joe, ready. Away. Bombers. Captain. Away.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he slings one that's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Bombers. Captain.
Nix looking to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given
2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Huddle. Hold on, set. Away. Joe.
Now it's Nix. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Jatavian Sanders. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are back within a score. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for two.
The Broncos will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
Steelers 14, Broncos 9.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Rodgers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Garcia. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff for Warren. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Seven yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Caught on the slant. And in for the Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Broncos 9.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Here's Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Hold on a sec. Ready. My name is Hunt. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay.
Nix to the air. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, here's Nix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready. 180. Wait, Hunt.
On play action, here's Nix. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marvin Mims, 44 yards. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. We'll call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. To throw is Nix. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Chavez. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here short. At the 2-minute warning. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they had their ground, had their spot, and turned it into a nice game. Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
Hold on, set. Ready. Captain. Motion. Show. Olay. Bombers.
Throwing Nix. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hold on, set. Captain. Ready.
Throwing after the interception. Nix. And that is incomplete. Out of coverage. A little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
That's pretty difficult to summon up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Chavez. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it, they still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 43-yard line.
Hey, take 26. No. 319. Boom. Take 30. Yeah, live. Back north.
Rodgers looking to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Get 300. Get 300. Hey, 88. Over 50.
To throw is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
258. Watch it. 26.
Now Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
That's good. Broncos. First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now 1st and goal.
Bombers. Oh, my son. Ready.
Harvey fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Oh, my son. Come on. Ready. Joe. Captain. Olay. Bombers. Olay. Joe.
They'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the
impressive, but now they've got to have two to possibly take this to overtime.
The touchdown saved their playoff lives momentarily. Now for the two-point conversion.
The Broncos will line up for the two-point conversion.
Captain.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, fourth quarter, as the kick is away here. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. And a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great. But they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Rodgers to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Austin. And he is out of bounds with the first down. And 13 seconds left to go.
And partner, to tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Rodgers again now. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
Well, plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it.
after the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs. Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Harvey. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Playoff football at its best. Remember, a touchdown on this drive isn't a game winner as they work on second down here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Like they said, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense hold up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
That is caught. Touchdown. They strike first here in overtime. And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win them the game anymore with the rule changes in overtime of the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure's now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And CD, the pressure is on here. Only a touchdown on this series will prevent their season from coming to an end right here, right now.
And this is why the postseason overtime rules were changed, partner, to afford teams an opportunity to respond in this type of a situation, because in the past, this game would already be over, and the losing team would be making off-season plans. Now they've earned their way into the postseason. They do get a chance to answer after the other team scores first.
can Rodgers do now with his drive? It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
This is where the new rule comes into effect. In past years, this game's over. They've got a chance, though, to match touchdowns now. It's first down.
Now Rodgers. Completes it to Austin.
Still going inside the 20.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but
I just want to rock. Body out of y'all.
Damn.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna. I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No time, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size.